Good morning. It's Wednesday, October 7th. My name is Jason Stanton. I serve as senior pastor at First Lutheran in Unalaska, Wisconsin. This is my morning musing for today. Tonight is the vice presidential debate. I did a musing on the presidential debate, I think whenever that time has no meaning anymore, so I'm not exactly sure when that was. But as I was thinking about, what am I going to see tonight, especially in light of the presidential debate last week, obviously this promises to be a much different kind of conversation. But I was thinking to myself, I don't know much about these people. I mean, Mike Pence has been our vice president for 4 years, but I don't know a lot about him. Kamala Harris, I know a little bit from as she was running for president in the primary, but again, I wanted to know more, put it that way. And so I thought maybe I'm not the only one. Getting to know the human behind the politics, I think it's important to me, put it that way, that I have some sense of the human that is getting picked apart by pundits. Even if one candidate is someone I disagree with a lot, I'd like to know who they really might be. It's hard to know who they really are, right? But who they might be from, their story. And so I thought I'd share a little bit of what I found out. I mean, I didn't do deep research here. I just thought I'd share, in case you don't know these people at all. Michael Pence is from Columbus, Indiana. Sorry. He was born in 1959, June 7th. He's one of 6. He grew up in an Irish Catholic home there. And having grown up Catholic, once he got to college, encountered a non-denominational kind of group who converted him to be born again, which apparently, from what I read, upset his mom a bit. I know some of us within our own Lutheran circles have had that experience. It can be hard to forge our own path in faith. His politics changed at that time too. He'd grown up in this Catholic family that had always voted Democrat. He voted Democrat himself. I believe it was for Jimmy Carter at the time. And his politics changed as his religion did, from Democrat to Republican. He graduated from law school in 1986. In 88, he got his own half-hour radio show, and this would propel him into a different mode of life maybe than what he had imagined when he just went to law school. No longer was he just going to be a lawyer. This got him notoriety, and so he went into politics. In 1992, so after 4 years of having this half-hour radio show, it went to a daily show, a 3-hour daily show that was all over the state of Indiana eventually. He called himself a Rush Limbaugh on decaf, which I thought was a funny way to describe oneself. In 2000, he goes to Washington, D.C. as a congressperson. In 2012, he wins a race for governor of Indiana. And obviously in 2016, he became vice president. He's married to Karen since 1985. So while he was in law school, they got married. They met at Indiana University. They have 3 kids. Their son is a U.S. Marine, and they have 2 girls. I couldn't find anything about the girls. Like I said, I didn't look terribly hard. So anyway, a family of 5. Kamala Harris has a very different story from Mike Pence. She's just 5 years younger. She was born in 1964. Her birthday's actually coming up this month on the 20th. She was born in Oakland, California. Her mom came to the U.S. from India in 1958. Maybe you've heard that she is a first-generation born in America. As a 19-year-old grad student, her mom came to California to be at Cal Berkeley because she's a biologist, and she worked on the progesterone receptor, which stimulated work in breast cancer research. So Kamala Harris's mom basically helps to cure cancer, stuff like that. Uh, Her father's family is from Jamaica, and so that's where her ethnic makeup comes from, is Jamaica and India. Her parents divorced when she was 7, and she has one sister, a younger sister, Maya. Kamala Harris went to Howard in Washington, D.C. for college. That's a historically black college, and she graduated there in 1986. She did law school at UC Hastings College of Law. She was admitted to the bar in 1990. She was a deputy district attorney in Alameda County, so she was a prosecutor. She became the DA of San Francisco from 2004 to 2011. That's obviously a very big deal. And then she became the Attorney General of California from 2011 to 2017. She's been the senator from California since 2017, and actually was married in 2014. So married a little later in life at age 50. She doesn't have any biological children, but her husband has kids who call her, oh, I forget the word now. It's like Mama Mala or something, but they really do make an adult family among themselves since they were married in 2014. She is a member of Third Baptist San Francisco, which is an American Baptist church. If you are interested in finding out more about what the American Baptist Church is like, or maybe even want to know more about Third Baptist in San Francisco, they've got a decent webpage where you can learn about it. They do a lot of work in San Francisco to feed people, and well, there's a lot of need that they meet. It looks like a pretty cool church. But as I was looking up their story, kind of learning about each of them, as I reflect on them, they're such two very different humans, and yet they both seek to serve us. And so I'll be listening tonight. I want to see how they seek to serve. What would their service look like, not just for me, but for our whole nation that seeks healing and unity so much. If whether you choose to watch the debate tonight or not, I think we all pray that our nation be served well.